from the perspective of money, do you have hope that cryptocurrency can help resist war, can help resist the negative effects of authoritarian regimes? Or is that a silly hope?
Wars happen because the people who have the power to command armed forces miscalculate. That's generally what happens. And we will have a big war in the near future if both the Chinese government and the US government miscalculates and they unleash lethal force on one another. And there's nothing that any financial institution can do to stop that any more than the Rothschilds could stop World War I. And they were then the biggest bank in the world by far, with massive international financial influence. So let's accept that war is in a different domain. War would impact the financial world massively if it were a war between the United States and China, because there's still a huge China trade on. Wall Street is long China, Europe is long China. So the conflict that I could foresee in the future is one that's highly financially disruptive. Where does crypto fit in? Crypto's obvious utility in the short run is as a store of wealth, of transferable wealth for people who live in dangerous places with failing, not just failing money, but failing rule of law. That's why in Latin America, there's so much interest in crypto, because Latin Americans have a lot of monetary history to look back on, and not much of it is good. So I think that the short run problem that crypto solves is, and this goes back to the digital gold point, if you are in a dangerous place with weak rule of law and weak property rights, here's a new and better way to have portable wealth. I think the next question to ask is, would you want to be long crypto in the event of World War III? What's interesting about that question is that World War III would likely have a significant cyber dimension to it. And I don't want to be 100% in crypto if they crash the internet, which between them, China and Russia might be able to do.
That's a fascinating question, whether you want to be holding physical gold or digital gold in the event of World War III.
The smart person who studied history definitely wants a bit of both. And so let's imagine World War III has a very, very severe cyber component to it with high levels of disruption. Yeah, you'd be glad of the old shiny stuff at that point. So diversification still seems like the most important truth of financial history.
Yeah.
And what is crypto? It's just this wonderful new source of diversification. But you would be nuts to be 100% in Bitcoin. I mean, I have some friends who are probably quite close to that.
Close to 100%, yeah.
I admire the balls of steel